This is AndyTube, and in this video I'm going to show you how to wind a bobbin on the Singer Model 513 sewing machine. Before I get started with the instruction, I'd like to show you closer views of some of the parts so that as I mention them during the video you'll have a better idea of the part and what I'm talking about. These white pins up here are called spool pins, and they're to hold your spool of thread. The red discs that you see here are made from felt. They're called spool pin felts, and their purpose is to help the spool turn easy and to protect the finish of the arm cover so it doesn't get scratched. Up on the front or left end of the nose or of the arm cover, this is the bobbin winder tension bracket right here, and the thread goes through there. I'll explain how, but the purpose is to put a nice even tension on the thread as it's entering the bobbin, and that's very important to have even tension when winding the bobbin. These parts over here are part of the bobbin winder assembly. They include the actual spindle that the bobbin sits on, like this. Just clip, snaps, pushes on right from the top. This knob here turns it from the sewing position, which means the spindle is away. Inside is a mechanism attached to the spindle that has the friction ring or rubber tire. So when you turn it to the wind position, it moves the spindle over, but what's really going on is the friction ring or rubber tires making contact with the hand wheel, and that's actually what turns the spindle. This chrome piece right here is called the thread fill stop, and it's adjustable. You see a screw there. And the idea is if you want it to fill all the way and then stop, you adjust this left or right to how full you want your bobbin to be. This, of course, is the hand wheel, and this is the stop motion knob. And when you're going to wind the bobbin, you want to hold the hand wheel in one hand and turn the stop motion knob towards you as you're facing the machine, or counterclockwise, and it only turns about 1/8 of a turn, but that stops the motion to the needle bar and feed dogs, which there's no need to use that while you're just winding a bobbin. To re-engage the needle bar and feed dogs, you hold the hand wheel and you turn the stop motion knob clockwise until it's tight. So there's an idea of the parts that I'm going to be mentioning. Let me take this bobbin again. This is a Class 66 plastic bobbin. It has a small hole near the center tube on either side, and the idea is when you put the thread in here to wind, you put it between the end plates and up out of the hole. Now, Class 66 bobbins also come in the original metal, but this machine really should use the plastic Class 66 bobbin because the bobbin holder is an Apollo style and it's made from plastic. So if you use a metal Class 66 in this machine, you risk wearing out your bobbin holder much sooner than normal. So to start the process here, we are going to, if you've opened your slide plate here to remove your bobbin, go ahead and close it while you're doing the bobbin winding process. That's just to help hold the needle plate secure from vibration. So I'm going to release my stop motion knob, hold the hand wheel, turn the knob towards me so that now only the hand wheel will turn with the motor, and you can see here that the needle bar isn't moving anymore. I'm going to take my spool of thread, I'll put it up on either one of the spool pins, okay, and then when I come up here to the bobbin winder tension disc, I'm going to pass the thread around the disc, starting with the front and going around kind of clockwise, and then crossing over the top of the thread on my way to the winding spindle. So the thread comes under the disc from the front clockwise around the back, crosses over the top of the thread. Then we'll kind of do, I guess, what would be called threading the bobbin, whoa, which are slippery, by going from the inside between those plates and out one of the little holes. If I can get a closer look at it here. This isn't as hard as I'm making it look. There we go. So I now have the thread between the ends and coming from the inside out through the hole, the small hole. Then I'm going to put that over on top of and push it down onto the spindle. All the way on. Then I'll turn my knob from so on into the wind position, turning it up or to the right. Then the idea with winding this is a moderate speed. Don't wind it full blast. Try and wind it at a moderate speed and try and keep the speed steady. We'll hold on to the tail here and start winding it. Once it's wound enough to keep the thread on, break off or clip off that tail of thread coming out the hole, and then you can finish winding it. Just stay at a steady, moderate speed. I'm not going to wind it completely full, just to save some time here. But then you turn the knob back to the left or bottom to the so position. You pull off your wound bobbin off of the spindle. Go ahead and cut the thread and pull the thread out of the tension disc for the bobbin winder. And then remember to go over and turn your stop motion knob back to the right. Hold the hand wheel and turn the knob to the right. Now you have your wound bobbin here, and excuse me, I guess I'll show you how to put it into the bobbin case and thread the case. You open your slide plate and you front drop in bobbin. So with the thread coming off, turning the bobbin counterclockwise are coming off the top left, not the bottom left, but the top left. You just drop that bobbin right in the bobbin holder. I'm going to get a little closer here. Then in the bobbin holder there's a slot, an opening in the metal, and you will pull the thread into that slot and towards the left and up. The idea is to get the thread between the tension spring and the bobbin holder case. That applies your bobbin tension. And then make sure to pull the thread all the way to the end, and then you can just hold the thread across and close the slide plate, leaving the thread coming out of the little notch right there. And you can just lay it across there for future pickup. And that's how you would wind the bobbin and place the bobbin and thread the bobbin case on a Singer Model 513 sewing machine. Thanks for watching. Take care.